The truth is, as creatives, the shiny syndrome object is a real thing. We can't help but want to explore these new hobbies all the time. I guess the challenge with that comes with, first of all, finding the time and energy and motivation and resources to be able to do this, but also not being distracted midway through something with something else. And another key thing is feeling guilty when you're working on something that may or may not necessarily turn into anything. So how do you keep focus and motivation for continuing on with these tasks? Well, consider a couple of things here. First one is called skin in the game. So consider investing something in this activity if you do start realizing that it's something that's more than just a thing that you wanted to try once. It might be investing some money. It might be setting up a goal or joining a challenge. For instance, the 36 days of type works really well for this reason, and things like 100 days of haiku poems. Or it might be you investing like $1,000 or $2,000 into a 12-week course or challenge. So investing in something makes you more committed to it, and therefore higher likelihood of you kind of sticking to it. Another thing to kind of give you that motivation and focus is remembering that experimentation before you kind of hit it big is an advantage. People like Jessica Walsh or maybe Chris Doe and Aaron Draplin, before they kind of become big, they have a lot less risk to experiment with their ideas. No one really has any expectations from you for what to expect when they kind of don't know about you. American chef Anthony Bourdain wrote his first book when he worked in the kitchen, when he was still a kitchen aide, I believe. And he said that certainty that nobody would read it is what allowed him to actually write it so freely. Third thing that I want you to consider is you have to make it into a daily routine. You have to commit whatever is feasible, any amount every day to make progress on this project. You have to assign that time, you have to schedule it. So it could be 30 minutes as soon as you wake up, it could be 15 minutes directly before lunch. Japanese author Haruki Murakami says the repetition itself here becomes the most important thing. So for us creatives, creative side projects and developing new skills is like one of the core factors for you growing and evolving and actually being able to find your passion and niche. But of course the trouble is finding that right balance of the shiny syndrome object where you're constantly bouncing from one idea to the next, taking it back and grounding it a bit to a habitual routine rather than kind of just being distracted all the time. As a parting thing, I want to leave you with this piece of kind of interesting commandment that famous writer and painter Henry Miller created in 1932. Work on one thing at a time until finished. Start no more new books. Add no more new material to Black Spring. Don't be nervous. Work calmly, joyously, recklessly on whatever it is at hand. Work according to the program and not according to the mood, stopped at the appointed time. When you can't create, you can work. Cement a little every day, rather than add new fertilizers. Keep human. See people, go places, drink if you feel like it. Don't be a drought horse. Work with pleasure only. Discard the program when you feel like it, but go back to it the next day. Concentrate, narrow down, exclude. Forget the books you want to write. Think only of the book you are writing. Write first and always. Painting, music, friends, cinema, all this come afterwards. I hope these perspectives help you in some way to motivate and find focus to schedule those creative side projects in your life that are so important.